To be honest, I think that we can maybe pick up from where we left off.
Sarah and I were together for about a year and a half.
He is a very handsome man when I first met him, very tall, and he's got a nice slim physique.
And obviously I couldn't help but admire her curves, all that cookie dough, you know what I'm saying?
I was like, oh, I could get used to this.
We broke up towards the end of last summer. I was working 3-4 jobs. It was just quite hard separating the time and having time for everything.
Looks good.
I just felt like something had to change.
I did think in the future that we would get married, so maybe that might be something that we discuss. Now that it's been just over a year, maybe things have changed on his side. I definitely think it has changed on my side. So I'm gonna hope for the best, I'll say.
Would you say that I was the right person at the wrong time?
Of course, you were always the right person. You know, I'm still got the bracelet that you got me. You did make a massive difference in me when we were together, especially because it was just after my accident. Just before I met Bogdan, I was involved in an accident which resulted in a scar on my chin.
I believe that everyone should feel comfortable in the body that they're in.
One of the first things he said to me was like, I really found your scar beautiful. And I was like so shocked because during the time I did have some insecurities about it. I don't even notice it anymore. And I do actually think like, oh, kind of adds a little bit of danger to bubbly Sarah. We were perfect for each other, but it's a shame that it just was wrong timing.
Obviously, we had a lot of things going on at the same time as trying to build our relationship.
That's true.
We didn't have enough time for each other, and I don't think that that's acceptable, really.
But I feel like that's part of a relationship, like things are unpredictable, things happen. Maybe we could have made each other a priority.
Yeah, but I kind of felt like towards the end, the last couple of months, like the trust thing was kind of breaking up. Trust was the main issue.
I would say, yes, I am a jealous person. I can be at times.
It drove me crazy because I honestly can't be with someone that doesn't have 100% trust in me.
But I do get worried that somebody else might steal my man, I guess.
Jealousy isn't something that I take lightly. Like, you shouldn't be jealous. I shouldn't be jealous.
Obviously, I know I was going to a lot more parties, and obviously I know that I was kind of interacting with females, let's just say, but I always tried to assure you that there was like a limit.
Any girl's gonna be worried about her handsome boyfriend being around all these gorgeous other models and actors because it's just, maybe just my insecurities, but really and truly, I did trust you.
I didn't feel that though. I honestly didn't feel that. Like, wow, thank you.
This is nice, thank you.
What do you think, honestly, that we could have done better?
I don't really think that you have a lot of negatives.
You might as well spit one out.
What do you mean? If I really have to say.
Go on.
Your negatives are your big feet.
Negatives, yeah? Okay. Trying to make me feel awkward now, yeah?
Do you think we had any issues in our relationship? Any big issues?
Honestly...
Careful, got a fork.
I think, to be honest, you are quite judgmental.
Bogdan mentioned that I was quite judgmental and I was kind of taken aback because I feel like I'm such an open book. I'm really open towards people from different backgrounds and cultures. So that might be something I need to take a look at in myself.
Do you still think about me?
Of course I do. I'm kind of shy to say it, but I have missed you. Of course, I have, you know. From when we split up, I thought that we had a mutual understanding that this was only for a short period of time. It was not a permanent decision.
Personally, I just don't expect anything from today. If there's no connection there at this moment in time, then I can just move on and, you know.
To be honest, I think that we can maybe pick up from where we left off. If you were happy to.
I guess I didn't expect her to come out that quickly with saying, yeah, I want to be back together, I want to do this, I want to do that.
You're the only guy that I've ever really wanted to have a future with and settle down with, get married and have kids with, like...
I'm still not fully at the place that I wanted to be at in terms of, like, my self-confidence and my self-belief. I still kind of feel like...
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, though. I don't I don't see
But I
the
don't feel like
issue.
that's I don't feel like that's your weight to carry, so to speak. It's never been nothing to do with you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's
Yeah.
always been either we haven't had time or it's just not been correct because my mindset's not correct. Do you know what I mean?
Not necessarily the answer I wanted to hear, but I guess I'll accept it for now. Well, I did find today different from what I expected. I thought it was going to be really light-hearted, but we ended up speaking about some of the issues that we had when we were together.
I still appreciate her as a person, I still respect her. But at the moment, where I am right now, I think it's more about me building myself.
It just makes me feel like I maybe need to be the one to kind of pursue him this time. Maybe he wants me to do the chasing instead of the other way around when we first met.